Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture Universe. I'm Alex.
I'm Sean.
And we have a lovely guest, Mina, today. She's actually the newest member of the Pop Culture Universe family, so let's give her a big, warm welcome. Today we are watching the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer. I'm so excited! So as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, but now you will know, Jurassic Park is my favorite movie. And
no.
Yeah, surprise! And I was really disappointed with the last one that came out. Really sad. Jurassic World to me was just not good. It just wasn't good.
I don't feel that way. I feel like just like how Force Awakens was, it was a soft reboot. So it's a sequel to the movies that we know, but it was also a balancing act trying to reintroduce the public to Jurassic Park, that world.
Why do you need to reintroduce?
Because the first movie came out in 1993. It's been a long time.
Oh my memory of the first movie is so bad because I was a child watching it, so all I remember is the Universal Studios ride and the music. That's my memory of Jurassic Park.
I mean, music's incredible.
It's not too far from the way the movie goes.
Yeah. I mean,
but there's
dinosaurs and then you fall to your death.
There's a lot of nostalgic with Jurassic World. It's not the best movie, but I think its main job was to just reintroduce us to the world. And I think this movie now has a lot of work to do. Because now we're back in, this movie has a lot of heavy lifting that needs to do.
It does, and I'll tell you why. Tonally, Jurassic World did not work for me. I thought it was too campy and too, fun. And there really weren't too many stakes. Some of the deaths were too ridiculous, and the one guy's trying to grab his martini or his margarita while the pteranodon is attacking him. I don't know, so much of it was just so strange.
I get you.
And I know you didn't see it.
I didn't see it, no.
And it's fine.
Now I'm really entertained though. I kind of want to see this martini scene.
That's honestly all I took away from it was this one guy grabbing his alcoholic drink while the dinosaurs are trying to eat him, and it's a little joke, but I'm why is there a little joke? I don't know. And everything, the CGI, oh my god, it's what? It's...
You would think it would be so good at this point compared to 1993.
Well,
93 one still holds up amazingly.
Because that's because they did a combination of practical effects. They had actual, dinosaurs that they built, machines.
Yeah.
And they're that's a terrible dinosaur impression. But that's why it looks so good.
Do you think directing had anything to do with it, with Steven Spielberg being the first director? And
totally,
yes.
because he built his sort of name from this sort of, we were talking about, sci-fi reality, and Jaws, the famous story behind Jaws, which is the movie that sort of brought him into the mainstream, is that they actually built the shark, and it didn't work. So that's kind of a funny little anecdote, but... The
and
dinosaurs.
Now we have Sharknado, which is even
and now we have
Sharknado,
Sharknado,
right? No.
Yeah. Thanks, Steven.
Please don't bring
Spielberg.
Please don't bring that up.
Did he produce Sharknado too?
No.
Sharknado.
I would have some serious concerns. But no, I think that's why Jurassic Park worked so well, is because they did a nice combination of what worked with the practical effects, and they sort of fixed them up using just a little bit of CGI here and there. Absolutely. And so I think the effects hold up really well.
Oh, incredibly well.
But we're still not there yet to build an entire creature from the computer, in my opinion. It still looks off to me. The motion's not right. Everything looks a little too smooth.
Especially when it's doing a lot of movement. Mm-hmm. It's one thing if it's a steady shot.
Yeah.
But when there's movement, the character's moving and the camera's moving, it could sometimes see oh yeah, that's for sure not real. So I get what you're saying.
Right. So basically what I'm hoping to see is... I know they're not going to be... Actually, I think they might use in this one... I thought I read something where they actually do have an animatronic
they do.
raptor.
I think they did No, they didn't in the first Jurassic World, no. Because, those raptors were... Especially when they're near Chris Pratt. Those aren't real.
Yeah, but I thought I read something where they will be having some animatronic... We'll see.
Let's see. I hope... Well, let's watch the trailer and see what we think.
Okay, yeah, I could talk about this for days, but let's just go ahead and watch it.
All right. No.
Press the button, Sean. Here, do you want me to do it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. He's a professional.
Your button's always good.
So, what are you dating, an accountant now, or
Owen,
ventriloquist?
stop it.
You love a dummy.
This is not why we're here.
You can blame me, try to shame me.
I know why we're here.
I'll care.
A rescue op. Save the dinosaurs from an island that's about to explode.
Explode?
What?
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Blue is alive. You raised her.
Wanted to attack?
Do these animals deserve the same protections given to other species?
Little
Or
compsignates.
should they just be left to die?
These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after.
You know me.
It's gonna attack. It's gonna
Eat
attack.
his arm off.
It's gonna attack.
Oh my god, they're all coming out! Ah!
Oh.
I mean, of course.
It's the same T-Rex from the first one.
Life cannot be contained.
This actually looks pretty good.
Life breaks free. Life
Flights away?
finds a way.
God. Wow! Whoa! That looked so good, you guys.
Is that gonna be the whole movie though? Like, it feels like that's the whole movie. I feel like the
It's only the
trailer
first
is the
trailer.
movie.
It's only the first trailer.
Okay.
They had to do something to grab us. Obviously,
Yeah.
they found a way to heighten it. It's like, okay, well, what if the island's exploding?
But see,
Yeah.
but like that's the only thing. Like, how many times are you gonna get them to go on the island? Like, I thought they were really going to move away from that a little bit because we've seen the park now working, but then the island's gonna blow, so I have to go back to like. Stop! Come on!
Stop going back to the island.
Yeah, stop! I'm like,
What are they trying to find? What do they want?
Like
from
they're
the
trying to
island?
rescue.
They're trying to save
Just
the
save like
dinosaurs?
the certain species
Yeah.
from extinction because
Well,
to
I mean,
preserve like
but
It seems like that's what's going to be the whole.
like in theory it makes sense because like if you bring a species out into the world, especially like even dinosaurs, they are dangerous. So there are going to be people who even they're still animals, but there's people that are going to want to protect them,
Yeah.
even though they are dangerous. But for me, it just seems like I thought they were going to kind of bring them more into the mainland, going back
Like the
to that.
second one?
Yeah, but I mean, but more like trying to like people that try to take advantage of them and be like, no, they should be protected. No, we should take advantage of them. I thought there was going to be that dynamic, but it just seems like it's the same old.
There may-
be the
on the island.
information.
And
There may still be that conversation.
I hope so.
You know Jeff Goldblum's in it as Ian Malcolm.
yes,
And like,
and he was in Thor also. Like, what
I
is
know.
up with this streak?
dude,
of-
he's on fire. Jeff Goldblum's
Yeah,
on fire.
what's
I love
happening?
him though, and I was so
That was
happy
good.
when he said "Life finds a way" because you know that's just oh my god, I'm freaking out. Obviously, I'm a fan.
I just hope there's more of that, not just like, oh, we have to go back to the island.
No, I
and
think well, it seems like they were
Father
setting
get
up.
killed.
It seems like they were setting up the same sort of political, not sociological, but just the whole conceit of do dinosaurs deserve to be here if we brought them back? Like the ethics of that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Ethics was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And it seems like, and that was what the first one was really about, was
Mm-hmm.
the ethics of, should we be doing this? Should we be playing God like this?
Yeah.
Condos.
we spent
Well,
no
I mean, that
expense.
line was
We
pretty
spent no expense.
indicative of that when they're like, dinosaurs were here before us,
And
and
they-
they're going to be here after us as well.
Yeah, if we're not careful, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they are going to play with that ethics a little bit more, and
I
you
hope
might
so.
get to see sort of what you were talking about. And I think there's a clip of Ian Malcolm as Jeff Goldblum in like a courtroom kind of setting or something.
Yeah, like almost like a Senate hearing.
Yeah, so I think maybe they will be exploring this idea of should we go back? It seems like maybe the Owen character, they might be doing it under the radar. Like they might not be
Maybe.
sanctioned to do this. They might just be going back because they're like, we have to save the dinosaurs. I have to save Blue.
Or maybe the government's like, no, let's just like this was the whole thing was a mistake. Let's just destroy the island.
Well, I wonder. Yeah, I
And
wonder.
then maybe they're going in. And
I wonder
save
if
them.
they made the volcano happen in some way, like,
Maybe.
or if they just knew that was going to happen naturally, and they just were going to let it, or if they're actively trying to destroy the dinosaurs.
I mean, it'd be more to me. It'd be more interesting story if they were actively like, let's just, this shouldn't have happened. Man should not be doing this. Let's just get rid of all of them.
Yeah,
because they shouldn't be here anyway.
Yeah,
and then like you said, like Owen, Chris Pratt's character and Bryce Dallas Howard character are just like easy for me to say, are just like gonna sneak in and try to save them. But then there might be another group that might be trying to monetize them, and like maybe it's like a race to get to who's gonna get to them first. But either way, I'm still interested. It looks good.
We had like some classic dinosaurs. Yeah. We saw Velociraptor. We saw T-Rex take out a Carnotaurus.
And it's the same T-Rex from the first one.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of our favorites. And what was really a fun shot was seeing all of them running out of the jungle when the thing's erupting. Yeah. Like, just they're all buddies and they're all together and they're like, we were dinosaurs. I don't know. I love
think we're going to see a new one this time?
A new dinosaur?
It seems like they try to show you a new one each movie.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I hope so.
We'll see.
I hope so. I hope it's not like the... What was the name of the one in the last movie? The genetically engineered...
Super Rex.
Super Rex. I don't even know. It was just... I mean, I get what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work. In the last one, there was like a genetically modified dinosaur that they created.
That they throw that in.
It's like they have to heighten it somehow. But
they like
that
took
just
bits and pieces from different dinosaurs and like
to create a
super dinosaur.
Yeah, because one dinosaur is not enough. Yeah, you have to have like
one.
We need like a Super Saiyan type T-Rex.
Super Saiyan Rex. Maybe that'll be the one in this new one. But yeah, no, I love it when they introduce new dinosaurs because for a lot of people, I'm a fan of dinosaurs as well. Like, I really have a dinosaur obsession. Outside of Jurassic Park. It probably stems from Jurassic Park. But still, I love my dinosaurs and I love to learn about them. And for a lot of people, this is the only outlet or the only way they're going to learn about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because our education system is failing.
It's broken. And that's why we wanted to do this review for you. No, really, though. And it's a little sad because people think Velociraptor... The thing that they say is a Velociraptor in these movies is actually the dinosaur called Deinonychus, which is my favorite dinosaur. Velociraptor is actually like about this big.
Yeah,
it's like
really
the size
small.
of a chicken. So obviously people are taking their dinosaur information from this film.
I didn't see any pterodactyls, like the flying ones. Did you see those?
I think there were a couple that were coming out.
There might have been.
Those are my favorite ones because they can fly away to different places.
They can.
And then procreate over there.
Well, I mean, remember that's
kind
of
all over.
That's kind
of
the first Jurassic Park end. Remember they're in the helicopter and you see the pterodactyls flying next to them.
It's a pteranodon actually, but.
Well, see, I don't know the difference then.
Whatever.
I don't expect you to know.
If I had hair, I'd just whip it like whatever. I don't care. Your technical terms.
Rude.
Whatever.
I'm just into getting it right with every aspect of my life. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the movie itself.
I like the casting.
The casting's good.
Yeah.
And what I really like about this trailer is how tonally it seems to be a departure from Jurassic World, which, like I said, when we started the review, it was too, like, it didn't really take itself seriously enough, in my opinion, because the original one was really like a thriller, like monster movie, like really good, but the last Jurassic Park or Jurassic World really was not like that.
Even the music felt a little more ominous. Like, I don't know if you noticed, it was kind of similar to the original, but then there was something in there that almost sounded like a horror film trailer.
Well, absolutely.
Well, Michael Giacchino is doing the music for this one, which he's one of my favorite composers. So he does a good job of like using the original music and just putting like his own spin on it, or like little drops of the original songs in there. So
I think that's
the music I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like because I like a lot of it.
Yeah, and you were right. Like as soon as the trailer gets going, all of a sudden there's that dark tone, and you kind of like, ooh shit, things are going down.
Have like a dubstep trailer.
Dubstep,
like,
or like with Led Zeppelin.
They could with the dinosaurs running and stuff. But I feel like this movie is gonna be darker because, like I said, the first movie did a lot of like bringing us back in. Now this movie's gonna step on the gas and take us forward.
And we have a new director, and the director hasn't done anything like really huge blockbustery. I think the last film he came out with was last year, and I had never heard of it. he's been around, but he hasn't really done anything that I would recognize as, oh, I've seen that, I like that. Which might be good, you know. Maybe that's good because it seems like he has his paws in a lot of different places and has done enough that he seems that he might be a good fit for this. But then again, you never know. So I'm excited to see a new director with this.
Yeah, and I'm just excited to see another trailer. Like 2018's look is going to be stacked.
Oh my gosh!
So this one's coming out in June. So I'm looking really forward to it.
I feel like it's going to be a summer blockbuster.
Yeah,
Unless
totally.
there's that's when all those superhero movies come out. Unless there's a ton of competition.
Well, we got Black Panther. That's in February though,
February,
right? And then Infinity
Deadpool
Wars
come out in June.
Deadpool's in June.
That's gonna
Infinity
do really
War
well.
will be in May.
Infinity Wars.
So.
Okay, yeah. So we'll already have seen a couple of superhero movies, I guess, by the time this comes out, which is good.
New
because,
Mutants will be in April.
Right. Yeah, that's
so,
right. Got a lot to look forward to.
Yes.
Can't wait for this year to be over.
So, looking forward to this trailer. More trailers, I should say, but excited to see. Like I said before, I'm hoping they go more of not just, we need to save the dinosaurs, go back to the island, and just fodder, kill.
There's
I hope it's more than that.
Yeah, and it's a fine line because there's only so much you can do with telling this story how many times now. So they have to find a way to make it different enough that we want to keep watching, but also stay within the theme. We talked about theme before. We talked about theme for the Thor review that we did, and how movies sort of fall apart when there's no theme that connects them. Like this one seems to be the ethics of playing God again, and that's sort of been the whole through line with the first one that start in the book as well. Specifically, the book hits that very, very hard. So that's good to know that there's going to be a theme. The only thing that I'm hoping, and this is just for me, is that Ian Malcolm's character, Ian Malcolm, is in it more than just a little bit. Like I want to see him back in action, and I really do. Like just more than just a sprinkle.
Sparkly hands. No, I think he's just gonna be like. I think he's just gonna set things up. I don't think he's gonna be like running around the island.
I want him to run around. I know.
Like his character, for me, it would be like, really, you're gonna go back?
No. He wouldn't go back. But like sort of like Ellie in the third one, where she's not on the island, but she plays a big role in saving them.
Yeah, okay.
So I would like to see that.
So on bookends, maybe he kind of sets it up, but then...
Yeah, exactly.
But like sometimes even small roles are the most memorable. Like cameos can be
That's
the
true.
most
That's
memorable.
true. But, so I actually was... When Facebook sort of first started, my boyfriend was long distance and didn't have Facebook. And so he kind of looked a little bit like Ian Malcolm. So I made an Ian Malcolm Facebook account. And I was in a relationship with Ian Malcolm on Facebook for like 5 years.
Were you using Ian's pictures or your boyfriend's pictures? That's the ultimate question.
Ian's. It was Ian's pictures. Yeah.
What was his character like in the movie? Because I barely remember him from when I saw it.
He's in a great character. He sort of plays himself. Like Jeff Goldblum does this thing where he plays himself, where it's just sort of like flippant and sarcastic, and he's a chaotician in the first one.
Very slow talking.
Yeah, he's there it is.
And
chaotician. So I guess
sparkly.
The study of like lack of probability or statistics. I guess the study of chaos and how unpredictability. And that's why they wanted him on the island, because he was sort of the scientist figure who would be able to figure out like, okay, is this going to be a viable thing, or can we not predict this at all? And his conclusion that he comes to is we can't predict this at all. Like life finds a way, and that's
why he repeated.
That's why he repeated it. And
because like in the first one they were like, no, look, we have all these controls, and like, no.
No, yeah.
Life finds a way to like break out of what you want to put these dinosaurs in this little bubble.
Yeah.
They're gonna find a way to break out of it, which they eventually ended up.
Yeah. So he is of the camp of this is wrong. We should not be doing this. Like we cannot predict what's going to happen in the slightest. So that's why his character is good, because it sort of is this grounding
I agree.
force. So I really like to see a little bit more of him.
Like I said, I think he might just be in bookends. He might try to set things up at the beginning, and he might have a part to play in saving them at the end.
Yeah.
He's like the voice of reason, I guess, that everyone comes back to.
Absolutely.
But it also brings us to this point where one of the other things is like what's more important, and like is animal life important?
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
like do animals have the same rights? Should
Right,
they have
especially
the same
if
rights
we
as
were the
humans?
ones who brought them back.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it was us who did it. Do they have the same rights if, you know... Yeah, so hopefully they'll touch on that. I think
Yeah,
they will.
I hope they like that's there's more of that. Like, what do we now that they're here? What do we do with them? What are our responsibilities to them now?
This is sponsored by PETA, by the way.
But in real life they would be involved. Like, but
Yeah.
but that would have really happened though. So
Yeah, hey, maybe...
I'm just curious to see what that's
Hidden
like.
agendas here.
But enough of us talking. Now it's time for you guys to talk. What do you guys
Yeah.
think? Are you
I could
looking
talk about this forever, so...
Oh, I know.
Let's not.
What do you guys think about Jurassic World? Did you like the first Jurassic World? Are you excited to see Fallen Kingdom? What are your thoughts about like which avenue they're gonna take it with? And like and subscribe, do all those great things. I'd like to thank Alex and Mina, our new contributor, which you're gonna see a lot more of her and some fun things that we're gonna start doing in the new year. So look forward to that. And until next time, I'm Sean.
I'm Alex.
I'm Nina.
Bye.
Bye.